You know, Handy's been a pillar of the community for nearly 100 years. First opening its doors in the early 1920s as a middle school, it transitioned to a high school in 1946, and since 1990, it's been functioning as a middle school again. If you live in the area or you spent any significant amount of time in the district, it's likely that you've heard some concerningly negative comments mentioned about Handy, maybe even some personal accounts. Now, to be clear, my experience has been quite the opposite. I had an outstanding experience here as a student, at least as well as a middle school experience can go, and I've had an outstanding experience here as a professional. Still, I know and we know that the experience here can be better. Frankly, for our students, staff, and the community, a better experience is not only deserved, but it's necessary. Shortly after the school year got underway, we formed a task force to take a deep dive into Handy, to look at the strengths and the constraints of our school. The devotion of our skilled staff, a staff that's comprised of a great blend of recent additions and veteran members, quickly expressed itself as a foundational asset to our school. Yet, in spite of a dedicated staff that's committed to do some of the most challenging work in education day in and day out, our outcomes have fallen far short of our expectations. The task force work really brought about several key findings, and it culminated with a proposal to the Board of Education in December. The proposal was unanimously approved, and it's anchored by two main components. First, Handy would launch a pilot program to reimagine, redesign, and implement a premier educational experience at our school. Secondly, we secured a commitment to partner with the New Tech Network, a nationally acclaimed instructional design partner with over 200 schools in its network spanning coast to coast. Beginning next year with the 6th grade, we're launching into full wall-to-wall project-based learning with a commitment to deep learning and real-world authentic applications. Supported by intra-building teams and a nationally acclaimed partner, the future at Handy couldn't be any brighter. To be clear, the work ahead is going to be challenging, and the commitment is key. Our work is going to formally begin in the spring and will include significant development sessions throughout the summer. If you think back to when you got into this education thing, I challenge you to think about how you'd feel about this opportunity to be part of something special. I imagine there's a fire that burns inside of you, that educator passion to help change the world. It's the idealistic characteristic that defines us as educators. We are the dreamers, and we facilitate the dreams of the next generation. I know there are plenty of details to dive into, but at the end of the day, here's what you need to ask yourself. Do you want to be part of a collaborative environment with teams of dedicated educators committed to redefining the Handy Middle School experience around project-based learning? Does the chance to be part of an educational transformation excite you? Are you wildly passionate about the power of education to change lives? The time to do something amazing is right now. Education's defining moment is here. It's being authored at Handy Middle School, and we're looking for writers.